To build anything that truly lasts, it takes time.
Back to the Indian markets then, let's also take stock of all the stocks that are going to be buzzing in trade today on the back of news flow and several announcements that have come overnight. In fact, Abhishek, Sharad and Varun, they're all joining us from our research team to help us take us through all the stocks that are going to buzz in today's trade. Abhishek, let's start with you. What are the stocks on your list?
Overnight, US has proposed a 30% kind of a reciprocal tariff on Sri Lanka against 44% earlier. CET has recently acquired a OHT brand called Camso, and Camso caters to the US market through its Sri Lanka plant. So this partial rollback of a tariff rate on Sri Lanka is directionally positive for CET. Second is on the NBFC sector. So some source-based news flow is indicating that government is looking for 2-3 large global level banks in the domestic market, considering the expansion in the overall economy. In light of that, it has been assumed that some of the large NBFCs will get a banking license. So NBFC stocks are likely to remain in radar on this flow.
So NBFC stocks and CEAT on focus on the back of that tariff announcement that came in on Sri Lanka. But Sharad, coming to you then, LIC, Asian Paints and several other stocks in focus. Tell us more.
LIC is in focus as sources to ET now suggest that DFS has given approval for LIC's OFS as well. Now DIPAM will be initiating the process. Now this is largely a neutral impact expected to the stock, and also look at it, Asian Paints would be in focus as the company has sold almost 4.42% stake in AkzoNobel at almost 3,651 rupees per share. That would be largely neutral as well. Instead of positive impact, if you look at it, that is Ambuja Cement, the company's subsidiary, has actually successfully commissioned the brownfield grinding project at Sindri plant, Jharkhand, with almost 1.5 million tons per annum of total capacity, and now the total installed capacity moves to 104.45 million tons per annum. And lastly, HCL Tech, there is a positive news flow as the company has joined Astemo Cyprimus and has partnered with them to accelerate autonomous and smart vehicle systems.
All right, so those are the stocks to watch. Thank you, Sharad, for sharing that list with us. But Varun, now coming to you, you have several oil and gas names on your list. What's the news flow here?
India and GAIL, they both would be in focus today because both the companies have actually signed a purchase agreement for 15 years for sale of gas, and this would be for supply of around 9 lakh SCMD of natural gas from Oil India's Rajasthan field. So keep an eye on Oil India and GAIL as well. Brigade Enterprises would be in focus because the company is having a board meeting on 14th of July and the company would actually consider fundraising on that day. So keep an eye on Brigade Enterprises. Keep an eye on PFC and REC because Morgan Stanley has initiated coverage on PFC and REC. For PFC, they have a price target of around 508 rupees and REC, they have a price target of around 485 rupees. They are overweight on both these stocks. The price targets are implying an upside of more than 20%. They say that the overall fundamentals are good, and also they say that the entry point on both these stocks are very attractive, and hence they have initiated coverage on PFC and REC. And lastly, keep an eye on MGL because NCLT Mumbai branch has actually approved the scheme of amalgamation of subsidiary Unison Enviro Private Limited with Mahanagar Gas. So on that note, keep an eye on Mahanagar Gas as well.
Mahanagar Gas and several other stocks in focus. Varun and Abhishek, thanks so much for joining us with a list of all the stocks that are in focus today. Sharad